What is up, library and YouTube? Welcome back to the Crypto Gangs channel. Today we're going to be talking about if you're new to cryptocurrency and you want to buy Bitcoin or some other cryptocurrency, but you're not sure where to do it, how to do it. Stick around and we're going to discuss it. I'm going to give you all that information. But before I do that, I do want to welcome you to the cryptocurrency community. We've been waiting for you. We knew you were coming. And we just want to say welcome and congratulations on purchasing your first cryptocurrency. Now, before we get into the information, I would like to invite each and every one of you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, number one, because it'll help this video get out a little bit more to more people that may be looking for this information. And I think it's going to help them at least get started. So definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your questions, concerns, and comments down there in that comment section. So without further ado, let's get into it. So over the past few years, you've been hearing a lot about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, and all this information means absolutely nothing to you. You have no clue what they're talking about. But now you've come to a point to where you want to learn a little bit more and you're maybe a little interested in purchasing your first cryptocurrency. So the first thing I would tell you is that there's many ways to purchase Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but the most important question or the most important thing I could tell you is that there's many ways to store your cryptocurrency. And that's what I'm mainly going to focus on in this video. Now, just like anything in life, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. A lot of people in the precious metals area talks about this as far as silver and gold. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. And what they're talking about basically is if you purchase some silver and gold as an ETF, which is basically like a stock, then you really don't own that precious metal. You just own a piece of paper saying that you have the rights to this piece of metal. But in most cases, you can't redeem that piece of paper for that precious metal. You just can sell that piece of paper to someone else. And the same thing exists in cryptocurrencies, and I'm going to explain exactly what I mean about that here in just a second. I just wanted to open up this conversation with that so that you kind of have it on the back of your mind and you know what I'm talking about as we go forward. Now, nowadays, it's getting very easy for people to purchase and sell cryptocurrencies, whereas back in the day, it was somewhat hard. As a matter of fact, when it first came out, you kind of had to know somebody in order to get into Bitcoin. But nowadays, there's places like Coinbase. Coinbase is probably the most well-known place to get cryptocurrency or Bitcoin or anything like that. So Coinbase is basically, to make it in simpler terms for you to understand, it is not a bank, but it's like a bank, if you know what I'm saying. So in other words, you can purchase your cryptocurrencies on Coinbase and you can store them on Coinbase. But that is not the recommended, at least I would not recommend you leaving your cryptocurrencies on Coinbase. So think of it like this. If a guy has a gun and he's running around trying to find someone to rob, and he runs up on you and you have, say, 5 Bitcoins in your pocket, is it worth him robbing you? Obviously, at $30,000 a Bitcoin, yeah, I mean, that's a big lick. I mean, yeah, he's going to come up for a little while off of robbing you. But if he goes to the nearest bank or the nearest holding place, such as Coinbase, and he robs Coinbase have, I'm thinking, at least 1 million users like you with Bitcoin stored at Coinbase. Virtually, obviously, but stored there. So if he robs Coinbase versus robbing you, he's set for life. So it's better for you, in my opinion, to hold your cryptocurrencies in your own private wallet. Your wallet that you control and Coinbase does not control. When you sign in on Coinbase, you don't sign in with your private keys. You sign in with a password that you set up. and you purchase cryptocurrencies. And if you decide to store them there on Coinbase, do know that Coinbase owns those private keys. Now, private keys is equivalent to holding silver or gold. Private keys is ownership. So whoever owns the private key, they own the cryptocurrency. So you definitely want to have your own wallet where you control and only you know the private keys to. But for some people, they might not want to go through that trouble, so therefore they will purchase their cryptocurrencies on Coinbase and they will store their cryptocurrencies on Coinbase. But I strongly do not advise that. Now, on Coinbase, you can purchase cryptocurrencies, you can receive cryptocurrency. So in other words, if for some reason I want to send you a Bitcoin and you give me your Bitcoin address from Coinbase, I can send one Bitcoin to you, and vice versa. If you wanted to send me a Bitcoin, I give you my wallet address, and then from your Coinbase account, you can send me a Bitcoin. So in other words, you can send, receive, and purchase cryptocurrencies on Coinbase. So just like Coinbase, you can purchase cryptocurrencies. This is probably 4 cryptocurrencies. I can't remember, 4 or 5 as of right now that you can purchase on PayPal. PayPal now offers Bitcoin. I think it's Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and I think there's another cryptocurrency that you can purchase on PayPal. But unlike Coinbase, you cannot send and you cannot receive cryptocurrencies on PayPal. You can only purchase as of right now. I think that's going to change in the future, but as of right now, you can only purchase cryptocurrencies, store them on PayPal, and that's that. Like I said about Coinbase, I strongly do not advise storing your cryptocurrencies in any wallet that you do not have total control of the private keys. So just like Coinbase and PayPal, on Robinhood, you can also purchase and sell cryptocurrencies. But unlike Coinbase, Robinhood, and PayPal, you can only store your cryptocurrencies on their platform. You cannot you cannot send or receive cryptocurrencies. You can only purchase them on Robinhood and PayPal. So these are different ways you can purchase cryptocurrencies. But the only option so far that we've covered in this video to send and receive cryptocurrencies is Coinbase. So there's nothing wrong with purchasing cryptocurrencies on PayPal or Robinhood. It's just that you do not have total control of your cryptocurrencies and you cannot send or receive them. On Coinbase, you do not have total control of your cryptocurrencies, but you can send them somewhere else where you do have total control. In other words, you have, and only you have, access to the private keys. So one of the options that I recommend, especially to new people in the cryptocurrency, is to get your own Bitcoin wallet. And it's simple to do. Just search Bitcoin wallet and get your wallet. And what you'll end up having is a private key that you need to write down. And your private key is going to look a little weird to you for the first time. So when you get your Bitcoin wallet, it could be different ways. There's a Bitcoin wallet that you can download on a computer or your cell phone. Some cell phones actually have Bitcoin wallets already built in on the phone. But you can have a paper wallet. In other words, you create an address, and through creating that address, you can store it on paper. In other words, it's not on any device, it's strictly on paper, and anytime you want to make transactions, you just use your private key and your wallet address to make those transactions. But the most important thing whenever you create your Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency wallet is you want to write down your private key, because this is control, this is ownership, this is the key to the cryptocurrencies inside of that address. So you definitely want to write that down, and never ever share that with anyone. I don't care if it's IT support, tech support. I don't care if you're having trouble getting into your wallet. Never ever give someone your private key, because the moment you do that, you've just given them permission to do whatever they want with that address, with that wallet, with the crypto in that wallet. So never share that. And anyone that isn't a fraudster or a criminal would never ask you for your private key. If they're asking you for that, it's because they want to screw you over. It's basically what that is. So never give your private key. In some instances, you can make transactions using your public key so that your private key isn't being tracked or traced or anything like that. But as you can see, the private key is a very, very extensive digit or password or whatever you want to call it. It's very long, and it's uppercase, lowercase, numbers, letters. It's something that would be hard to hack. So not saying that it can't be, but the only way that you most likely would be is if you shared or someone gained access to your private key. And one way people do that is by hacking your email addresses or hacking your computer and looking through files to see if you stored them on in your emails or on your hard drive on your computer or cell phone. So make sure to never store them there. Just write them down and store them on a piece of paper, maybe 3 or 4 pieces of paper in different locations in case something happens at one location and it's safe at another location. So that's one good advice I want to give you guys. And to make sure that you take that very seriously, storing your cryptocurrencies on Coinbase, PayPal, and Robinhood and other institutions like that is not that I'm saying it's unsafe. It's just that you're putting yourself at risk more than you need to. Whereas if you had your own wallet with your own private keys, then you have total control of your cryptocurrencies, and it's less likely something bad could happen to you, where it's more likely something bad can happen to you and your cryptocurrencies on platforms as the such. One place that I store my cryptocurrencies, and I store them in different places depending on the purpose of the cryptocurrency, is a Ledger wallet. A Ledger wallet is another cryptocurrency wallet, whereas you can have more than just one cryptocurrency in one wallet. In other words, I could put Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano. I mean, almost every cryptocurrency out there is supported by the Ledger wallet, which is a hardware wallet. So basically what you do is you end up with this flash thumb drive looking device that you plug into your computer, and when you set it up, they give you, I think it's 16 random words to, if you ever have issues with this device, you could throw it away or break it or whatever you're going to do with it and order another one and put those 16 words in order, and it would automatically know your wallet. So it's somewhat like a private key. And on top of that, in order to even open the device, once you already unlocked it and you have your wallets, every time you access this hardware device, there's like a 7 or 8 digit password. So it's two layer safety, as well as when you're not using it, you take your cryptocurrencies, what we call offline. Once you unplug that device, then the access to those wallets is not there anymore. Now, there's back doors to that, but for the most part, it's one of the safer ways to store your cryptocurrency. Not the safest. Obviously, paper wallets, in my opinion, would be the safest, but this is a safer way to store your cryptocurrencies and to store your cryptocurrencies all in one place. So Ledger wallet is one choice that I use, as well as I have paper wallet, as well as I have wallets on my cell phone and other devices. But the main thing to take away is never share those passwords, private keys, or the 16 word phrase that you have to unlock these wallets, because if you do, you're giving away access. And if you have questions about that, don't hesitate to ask me down there in that comment section. Now, if you want to support the channel, then definitely I have a link or an affiliates link to Ledger, and you're looking to get a hardware wallet, don't be ashamed to use that link to get it. It definitely helps out, and I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you for doing so as well. So guys, that pretty much wraps it up. You want to get into cryptocurrency, the doorway is Coinbase, because you can purchase your cryptocurrencies on Coinbase and send those easy that way, and send those cryptocurrencies to your own wallet where you have total control of those cryptocurrencies. Now, there's other ways to do it with credit cards, and I'm sure you can look into those avenues of doing it, but the easiest way is to set up a Coinbase account and purchase those cryptocurrencies using your debit card or your bank account, and transfer those cryptocurrencies out of Coinbase, in my opinion. So there you have it, guys. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I do read the comments and I will get back to you. Like I said at the beginning, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Help it to get out to all of the new people that are coming into cryptocurrencies. They're seeing Bitcoin pump, they're seeing all the other coins pump, and they're getting excited and they're interested in buying and storing their cryptocurrencies. But let's help keep those guys safe. So definitely thumb up this video to get that information out there to them. Do appreciate you guys. And like always, until next time, peace, dog.